boys and girls. Welcome to FDCC. I'm your host, Walter Johnson, aka Josie Well, aka that Silverback. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Guys, we got a good show for you today, man. I got my guy, big guy Justin behind the camera. You're going to see him in a minute. Today, man, we're going to expel some of the myths about post and pre-workouts. Me, myself, you don't necessarily have to take a pre-supplement, but me here the last few months, well, actually for me, for the last year, I've been taking this Mr. High pre-workout. This Mr. High is really strong. I mean, it give me that super pump, get me up in the morning. Cause keep in mind, guys, we in the gym like at 5 o'clock in the morning, and usually we in there, we're pumping out for a good 90 minutes, sometimes 2 hours plus, depending on, how much time we got or what we got left or what we do, especially if we working late. I definitely take one scoop. There have been a time I took 2 scoops and my heart like to jump out of my chest. Big guy warned me to just take 1 scoop. Don't mess with no 2 scoop on this pre-workout. So I know what I'm gonna do. Definitely make sure I'm taking 1 scoop from here on out. And then I also gotta remember with this pre-workout, like Big Guy told me, I'm learning a lot. Big Guy teaching me. If you gotta take 2 scoops every single day when you used to take 1 scoop, then you definitely need to lay out that pre-workout, because you're burning too much. Because you got to take 2 scoops and you used to taking 1, and now you got to take 2 to get that extra pump to get in the gym and really hit it hard. Definitely need to wean yourself off it for at least for a few weeks, and then maybe you can get back on it. And then for my post-workout, that 100% gold standard whey. 24 grams of proteins in this thing, 5.5 BCAs in there. Good protein after I work out. Maybe it's for myself. They say you can give yourself a window of 30 minutes to 90 minutes, and then you can take your protein. Me, myself, when I'm walking out of the gym, I just go ahead and get 1 scoop, put some water in there, drink that, and then I'm out the door and I'm getting ready for the day. So, and strawberry, my favorite flavor. It's all types of flavor. They got cookie and cream, chocolate, vanilla, banana. But to me, the strawberry is pretty good. And one thing about this gold standard, pretty much all the flavors are pretty good. I just prefer this 100% the strawberry. I just prefer it a little bit better. And then also, I got something new here. Organic protein. It's pretty much plant-based. It's all natural. It's 100% plant-based actually. Then it's chocolate cocoa. I think I'm gonna try this just to see how it is, because I know a lot of product with all natural stuff, you pretty much can't go wrong with it. But I'm gonna try and see how it tastes and how I feel. It's 100% vegan, so I'm definitely looking forward to trying this. So I'm gonna let Big Guy gonna talk to y'all. He got a lot of good information for you.
Alright, what's good, FDCC family?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to talk about some supplements, pre and post. Like my big man Walter was talking about, the Hyde right here, pre-workout. He's exactly right. If you're using more than 1 scoop of this, I think it's time for you to wean off of it a little bit for maybe a few weeks. What you don't want your body getting tolerant to what the product really does. And if you're getting used to it, that means that you probably need to use a different product.
Yeah.
Or just take a few weeks off. You're already getting 400 milligrams of caffeine in here. That's like 4 cups of coffee.
Oh, man.
You're also getting some good amino acids to help you get good pumps, get good blood flow. So 1 scoop is sufficient enough for a pre-workout. Also here I'm looking at, we got some glutamine. It's going to help with recovery. Our body naturally produces glutamine, but we don't produce enough to fully recover when we're pumping iron, running marathons, or just having a long day, working at construction or whatever. Our body isn't produced enough to where we can recover day after day. The older we get, we need more amino acids so we can function at the same level of intensity day after day. So I like to take glutamine pre and post workout just to help with recovery, just to get it in my system. Mm-hmm. It's also good with weight loss. If you take it in between meals, it can help curb cravings for sugars and carbs. So this is an awesome source of amino acids. Creatine. Now, if you're trying to build muscle, creatine is definitely something you should take. My advice for people, especially when I'm at the shop, I tell them that if they're worried about taking creatine for a long time or what it can do to your kidneys or liver, there hasn't been no official studies of this affecting you in any negative way. We get creatine from red meat. Our bodies produce creatine. So I tell people to find the calculation online. I use bodybuilding.com as a source. It's a calculation online where you can find how much creatine per day you should take based on your body weight. That way you can maximize the benefits of it and really build muscle instead of just taking 1 scoop a day.
Makes sense.
Branch chains. Now I normally do powder, but this is what I got right now is pills. Powder's gonna have a little bit more per serving than taking 2 capsules as this one does. But this is probably one of the most important supplements. Your branched chain amino acids you get from protein, but at the same time, again, there's a calculation based on your body weight on how much you should take every day to maximize the benefits of the protein synthesis, which means your body's not going to waste as much of the protein that's coming in, especially for guys who are really trying to build muscle. They're eating a lot of protein every day. You want to synthesize as much of that as possible. You don't want that to go to waste. So your branch chain is going to help with the protein synthesis. On top of that, the leucine in branch chain amino acids is going to help you build muscle. It's also going to help you repair. So you need branch chains, to me, more important investment than any of these other ones, probably even your protein, because you want to get that protein synthesis, you want muscle growth. And also at the same time, some of the blends, the powder blends, have an electrolyte blend in there. They also taste pretty good. So I'm going to go through a few proteins really quick. Don't want to overwhelm y'all with too much. Just trying to keep it pre and post, just a few different supplements that you guys can take that can really maximize what you're doing in the gym. First protein I'm going to go talk about is an isolate. There's the different types of proteins. Now my man Walter has a gold standard, which this is considered a blend. This is going to have isolate, which is a purest form of your protein, whether it's hydrolyzed or versus concentrate. Concentrate's not as filtered as whey isolate. Both sources come from milk. You've heard of curds and whey, which is cottage cheese. But the more filtered it is, the more pure the protein is. And with it being more pure, you can see that, well, you probably can't see it. This is going to have a little more carbs in there. This has 3 grams of carbs, 2 sugars.
2 sugars.
120 calories. But it doesn't, a lot of these blends won't tell you exactly how much isolate protein is in here versus concentrate. So you never know when you're buying a blend if you're getting, 80% isolate. You may get 40% isolate, the rest will be concentrate.
Wow.
This one right here also is all natural too. All naturally flavored, so no artificial sweeteners or flavors in that. Which most products will have, like sucralose, which this one does have sucralose. This is probably sweetened with sucralose and an artificial flavor.
I'm sure, probably, yeah. That's with apple, I think
that's what gives you your flavoring. So if you're cool with having artificial flavoring, cool, go for it. It doesn't bother you. But if you want to keep everything all natural, like his sample right here, this is a plant-based protein. You can do something like that if you don't want to have any kind of milk-based or even a beef-based protein. So this one right here this was going to be 100% hydrolyzed whey protein. There's no concentrate in there. So this is going to be so pure that you can get 25 grams in a 28-gram scoop.
Wow.
So when you're buying protein, this is what I advise you to do. There's 2 things to look at. You want to divide the grams of protein by the size of the scoop. That's going to give you a percentage of how pure the protein is. This is 90% pure. Gold standard is pretty good too. Gold standard, you get 24 grams in a 31-gram scoop. That's not too bad. That's a pretty good percentage. You got to be careful because a lot of companies got caught up for protein spiking also. What they were doing is they were adding in extra fillers, amino acids that you really don't need, and they were claiming you're getting this much protein per scoop, and you really weren't.
Wow, that's crazy.
There was a lot of companies on the list. They sold in GNCs and vitamin shops across the nation. And then they, once they got caught up, they had to reformulate and do everything right. This company right here, Biosport, this is one of the jobs that I have. I got 3 jobs. But I push products for them and a couple other companies. They did reformulate this. Not very few proteins on the market that are all naturally flavored and having 100% hydrolyzed whey protein being this pure. Okay? So we're going to talk about another blend. We got this one right here by Giant Sports.